Hello, testing, testing. All right, we're recording, I think. Hello, we're playing parkour today because I'm talking about how I did in 2025. Um, Good year all around. Listen, it wasn't a 5 out of 10, but it wasn't a 10 out of 10. It wasn't even like it's between a 1 out of 10 and a 10 out of 10. Let's just be honest here. It was a decent year started off. It started off, I think. I don't know. I honestly could not tell you. Hold on. I just wanted to see. Does it give me night vision? No. Okay. Rude. Anyways. Oh, I think it did actually. But no. The 2025 was okay. This video might not have editing, but that's fine. But yeah, 2025 was decent. It was okay. It wasn't the best year, but it wasn't the worst year I've had because I definitely had worse years. I mean, again, started off strong. I had some good memories in January. It was honestly pretty good. It honestly, genuinely pretty decent. It wasn't bad. January, February got a little bit better. Um, I think March was like a really good slash bad time. Then it got real bad in April, May, June, July even. My birth month was July. It was crazy. Anyways, time to talk about the stories and experiences. I'm pretty sure the YouTube knows about the X, but we're just gonna keep that go. We're gonna keep going along from that one. But I think the YouTube, TikTok, possibly Instagram know about it too. But that was a different story. Anyways, that happened in 2025. Crazy stuff. It's weird to think like a year ago what I was doing now. I was on a Instagram live like a year ago. I was on an Instagram live with for me X, I think. I don't know. Listen, man, it was weird. It was weird times. I just remember the next day in 2025, first day, I went down the hill. It was crazy. I went to go see her. It was crazy. Anyways, but like it was weird, man. Anyways, that was a year ago. Why am I terrible at parkour now when I'm just trying to talk? Okay, anyways. But yeah, it was weird to think back to where I was full year ago. I don't think I was really doing too bad, but there was a lot going on in 2025 especially. I kind of want to talk about like 2026 too. But 2025 for my channel, I think I started off like somewhat strong in January. I was like, yeah, you're the C Brothers 2, let's go. And that was like the stream title for a long time until I realized maybe this wasn't actually going to ever be my year. So I think then I was just like, you know what? Never gonna be my year. Let's just change that. So I think I changed it and said, no, I think I did change it and said I didn't want it to be the year of the Sea Brothers 2 because I was like, it is definitely not my year. I do not feel the year. Like, I do not feel very good starting this year like how I kind of started it because I genuinely think you can't judge something based off the first month, and I don't count February as a month mainly because I've been lonely for like what was that fucking 18 Valentine days straight. God, it sucks. Anyways, but no, I genuinely think that you can't really physically start judging the year until the end. But I don't really think you can start judging it just based off of January. So that's why I was like, January is okay. February was Generally, January starting off, January was weird. I think I started streaming a lot more during that time. I think my I think I had a tradition where with myself that I was like, I'm gonna start streaming January 1st today, and that's my tradition. So I think from every year that I kept streaming, I was like, continue doing this, you know. But it just felt weird to keep having to, I guess, do that. It kept feeling weird, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. It it felt weird trying to be like, oh yeah, let's make this promise to myself where I have to stream this specific day because tradition without like I didn't know what to stream. That was the main problem I had. I didn't know what I was going to record or stream that day. So it felt like I was bringing myself just I was setting myself up a little bit for failure because I didn't know what I was going to do that day. So I didn't like have something planned, you know? To where it felt like, oh yeah, I know what I'm gonna plan. I think this is gonna be a good video. It kind of just started off as like, I don't know what I'm gonna stream, and then I think I got bored really fast because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna stream. I kind of want to play a game where if I stream it, I'm not going to talk or be able to interact with the audience at all. And that's kind of what I didn't want to do. So I was like, I'm not gonna do this. And that's when I think I was gonna stream Choo Choo Charles because I think like in 2024 I started streaming it a lot. But I think I wanted to stream Choo Choo Charles because I was like, yes, I need to stream Le Choo Choo Charles. But I don't know. It was a weird time. Anyways, moving on. February was not too bad. I don't think I streamed a lot then. I think I maybe streamed like a day or two in February. I remember having short streams too, like not even streaming for an hour. Like I streamed for like 30-ish minutes and said, I'm good. I'm gonna go. Because I think my morale was like at a low, but also kind of at a high. It was in between. Like, you know, when you're feeling really good, you're feeling really good, but then you also feeling really bad at the same time. That's exactly how I felt through the whole month of February. Now, do I blame the month of February? No. But I do also kind of blame it. But no, it was fine. It wasn't bad. I think it was just that my morale was at an all-time like low. So that's when I started getting like just like, I don't really want to do a lot. And I think like after my morale got really low in February, it just got fucking plummeted in March. Like it plummeted in March. And it wasn't bad. It was not bad at all. But it just plummeted in March and just didn't feel fun, you know? And then I think in April, March, April. Yeah, that's that's the month I'm thinking of. I think in April, because the Minecraft movie came out, I was more worried about myself. Because I think it was March is when I got broken up with. I don't know. I don't remember. Listen, man, I don't remember. I kind of forgot. I think it was March. Oh, I'm not sure. But March was just March was and then April. I remember the Minecraft movie came out. I remember I dressed up in a full suit and tie going to watch it, and I remember I was still quote unquote with so many quotations friends with the ex, and I think I I think I told her like, the Minecraft movie was good because I was like, I'm just giving you some like what I thought about it. Because you were debating on seeing it, and I was like, I'm just letting you know what I thought. And I think she was like, no, you gave me a spoiler. I was like, you already knew what was in the fucking movie. You like posted it on your story. What do you mean I gave you a spoiler? You're posting it on your story before it was even like a thing. But it was weird, you know? It was a little bit strange. You know, like Stranger Things. Can't believe that ended today. That was crazy. It was a crazy ending, not gonna lie. Anyways, uh the day I'm recording this is the 31st of fuck. The 31st of December in 2025. Hence this is the New Year's video. I'm going to also post this possibly New Year's, I think. I don't know. Maybe. Post it outside. Post it January 2nd. It's the day that I'm just gonna post it. Like, yeah, 2025 was good, but 2026, starting it off a day late. Genuinely, I feel like that. But no, going back to like my month calendar, April was okay. Like, again, I watched the Minecraft movie. I kind of started caring more about myself, getting out of the house, out of my town that I live in. I guess I was just trying to have more experiences and chill, which I definitely did. I remember having fun. There's the music I was hoping for this whole entire time. My goodness, I was just waiting for the music to kick on at the beginning. I was like, is the music gonna go? Like, huh? It was so weird. Okay, finally the music's here. I feel like I'm actually like gonna do some better talking, emotional talking. Anyways, but going on, June was fine. I think um it didn't seem bad. June was fine, honestly. It wasn't even bad. But I liked it. It was nice. Oh, hey, look, I got it. But no, I liked June. It was fine. It wasn't bad. July, I liked it. It was fun. I got my tattoo that month, like a day before my birthday, too, which is honestly insane. I'm lucky I got to do that. Or I'm very happy I got to do that. And I'm honestly very thankful my artist did that for me. I really like that guy. He was nice. But, yeah, no, I got my tattoo that day, like the day before my birthday. I remember just basically having fun July. I literally think I spent a lot of money on just me going down to a different place, like away from where I live. There's not a lot to do where I live, but like just going away and kind of hanging out with friends, experiencing things. I remember one day, I work at a marina where I can give people boat, and that's in the summer. And I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta help people. So they're asking me like, do we want to do a lake day? I'm like, sure, I guess. And so the day that we picked out, I was extremely fucking sick. I had the worst sore throat of my life. I had I was super tired, sore throat of my life. I was dying. I felt like a frail little Victorian era child that just ate Taco Bell for the first time. Anyways, so after having that experience, I was like, fuck, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything today. But I was just like, nah, I need the experiences. So I fastened my seatbelt, I buckled up, and I said, let's go. We're going. And I got my shoes on. I went over to the gas station. I picked up, I think, 2 monsters that day, and a packet, and I'm not even joking about this, a packet of cough medicine, not cough medicine, but like cough drops. And I was like, I need these cough drops all throughout today. So I got the cough drops, and I was like, I need me some cough drops, you know? And after getting them cough drops, I felt good. But I hung out with my friends that day. We went on to the lake, and then we all went back home, got picked back up again, went back over to my friend's house, and then just hung out there for a while. And I think then we went on a hike in the woods. But like, it was fun doing that, but it was like, I think from Technoblade Skin, RIP the legend. But I think from the point of January to March was like just not good overall for me. April to July was kind of like the healing month, I guess. Is what I'll call it. You know what? We'll call it our healing arc. Just cuz, just cuz the healing arc. I think the main point of like the healing arc was just, I guess, figuring out I need to do things for myself. Like I can never make everyone happy. It's basically what it is. Technically speaking, crazy stuff. I am a people pleaser apparently at heart. I didn't even know this until I figured it out. Anyways, but I figured out that I shouldn't do everything for like the people that don't do shit for me, you know? And that's like what I went on for my healing arc or whatever the fuck I was calling it. But I went on that kind of for the healing arc, and I was like, ooh, this is nice. I like this. But it was a decent thing. The music just ended and it's gone now. But alone in my thoughts again. Anyways, continuing on with the I guess hilarity of this. If this guy gets it before me, I'm skipping the level. That's all I'm gonna say. Never mind. I'm just goaded. Free level. Happy holidays. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Anyways. Cool. Anyways. Yeah, but like I think the month of like I think yeah, I think until August because August I think really was a just another month. Like I think August was honestly just another month. I remember having so many adventures. I remember like friends taking me places because I didn't have a lot of like money at these times, I think. No, this was in April that I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have a lot of money in April until like June. So I remember my friends taking me out a lot of places and just being like, "Yo, come out with us, hang out. We're going to take you to a beach." I remember going to a beach on Mother's Day, believe it or not. My mother was out of town in Hawaii, so that's where she was. That was fun. Anyways, but that's why I wasn't like spending it with her. We were not invited to the Hawaii trip. It was the girls only. Anyways, I got basically canned. Um Continuing on, I'm not salty about it anyways. But continuing on. Fun. I hate this level. But yeah, I remember they took me over to a beach and we were just chilling there. We had a I think we had like a case of mixed drinks like vodka, I think Smirnoff ice, I think. We had a lot of alcohol at the beach and then we also had I think also on 21, but we had a lot of random stuff at the beach and we were chilling at the beach and it was just fun. We got to hang there, um chill, do whatever. But yeah, it was very fun. I do remember just chilling, having fun at the beach. I remember the first time I brought a hoe and I dug a hole, but the hoe wasn't sharp. I accidentally stuck it into my foot. I cut myself with the hoe and I was like, "Oh, how did this happen?" But I'm fine. But it was funny. I didn't even notice I cut myself, but I was just too busy digging my hole. So I was like, "Don't distract me. I need to dig me hole." Because again, I think I went to the beach just to do some random things. Because I think I think I was trying to get a different kind of attention. Like I was like, I want to post more shit about me and I wanted to see how it would do, which I think it did decent. I posted on to my close friends, so if that says anything, that says anything. But then I do remember, slowly I was realizing, let me just start making random TikToks and I guess random YouTube videos, which is one of the reasons that I uploaded that video that was I want to say a pretty good video. It was edited by a former or not former. Why did I say former? I was gonna say former editor, but a friend of the channel. I think I was combining words, but he's friend of the channel, still lifetime friend of the channel and lover to the channel, I guess. I don't know. He watches me. Marge Bryan, give it up for him, everyone. He's not here today, but still give it up for him. Round of applause, round of applause. Um, anyways, but I remember he's editing the video that was recorded in like June. I remember Springtrap and Dead by that was crazy. I remember Springtrap and Dead by Daylight. Oh, I remember playing Springtrap and Dead by Daylight. That was fun. I remember playtesting it. I remember doing a stream about it where I was like, "Oh, I gotta play some Springtrap." I then ended up playing Springtrap on Dead by Daylight multiple times just afterwards. I think I deleted the game because I was like, I don't need it permanently, you know. But honestly, I like Springtrap and Dead by Daylight. He's pretty good, pretty good. I got the game for like $7. I will play it eventually again. But yeah, no, I liked it. I like Springtrap in there. It was a nice kind of thing to see. Like uh, just seeing Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy's finally get put into Dead by Daylight and then being able to play him was honestly very fun. I liked it. And then also the FNAF 2 movie, that thing was goated. I made the same argument that it's a Christmas movie because it came out in Christmas time and I genuinely am making it a Christmas movie now because the team is literally advertising it with Christmas. But like it came out during Christmas time onto HD, right? Television. This is the same case. Listen, same case. I can now argue that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a Christmas movie. But anyways, my favorite Christmas movie aside, um, it was a good movie. I liked it. Again, I was a fan of it. I really did like it, but I could see how the people that weren't fans didn't really like it. Um, I could definitely see that actually. But it really just depends. Did you like the movie as much as a fan would? Because as a fan, I love that movie. It was a great movie. A lot of references in there. But again, as a critic, I could see how it's like wasn't the best writing. But again, Scott Cawthon is the one that made it. So I don't know if he needs to watch a MatPat video, but I think he was just a security breach. It might have been security breach all over again. Who knows? Anyways, like I genuinely think they're like, oh yeah, security breach all over again because maybe Scott Cawthon wasn't as involved with the writing process because he is quote unquote retired from making games, but like you never know. You really do never know. He might he genuinely might just be like, ah yep, pretending to be retired. But I don't know. But yeah, no, I genuinely think 2025 we had a lot of decent releases, especially for games this year too. I remember playing a lot of games and stuff like that. Is that the level I'm on? Okay, 78. Close, 20 levels down. I was gonna say, is motherfucker watching me, just watching me fail this one jump over and over again? But no, I generally think like again 2025 a lot of decent game releases. Personally, there was a decent ton of them for me. I remember having Silk Song release. I remember playing through it all the time. Genuinely, I played that game, watched that game so much. I beat it within I think the first couple days of it coming out. I was playing it that much, and the story for it was amazing. I can't wait for that DLC. Dude, the DLC is gonna be fun. I know that for a fact. But no, I genuinely love the game. I'm still working on like 100%ing it, but I got the final ending. Final ending was amazing. But genuinely, it was a really good everything. I loved it a lot. It was my favorite game of this year, and I was genuinely hoping that would win. I also really loved Night Rain. That's a game I continue to come back to. I remember when it first came out, I didn't have internet like the day that it came out, and that's when I think I made my Minecraft video that was edited by Marge Bryan, again, a long time friend of the channel, long time friend of the channel. But he edited that video, and that's when I didn't have um any like I think I didn't have any internet around that time, and I was like, yeah, I gotta like I gotta change it, you know. I think it came out in June actually. I think it came out in June. But I was like, yeah, I gotta make sure I can do this, right? I gotta make sure I can play this game. Because I actually really did enjoy Night Rain, and I did want to get it mainly because of Executor. I love that parry. It makes me feel great when I can do a bell bearing hunter. If I can parry him, like perfect parry his attacks, it just feels nice. Like it's one of them dopamine rushes that it's like if you record that, you can go back to that moment and be like, this was like an insane moment, which I kind of want to find. Like I kind of want to try to like cheat that or not cheat it, but like record myself doing a moment like that because I feel like if I got that moment on camera, that'd just be something I could look back on and be like, yeah, if anyone says I'm bad at Elden Ring, I'm just going to show them this video where I solo a bell-bearing hunter on level 5 Deep of Night with just Executor's Parry Blade and occasional appearance from another sword for critical hits. You know, like that would be crazy. And I do want to have a moment like that because I feel like that'd be a cool moment. But I remember just playing a lot of games, like having a lot of huge game releases. one of my favorite moments was in October. Like, I genuinely am gonna continue my calendar because I forgot to continue it. Um, I think all until like I think September is when it finally, like, I think August, September, October, November, and now even December, was kind of like, again, I started doing a lot of shit around that time. September, I remember doing a decent amount with friends, hanging out with friends, working a lot too, and then especially going to like malls and stuff like that down the hill. If you're wondering why I say down the hill, I live I live in a remote town, let's just say that, where it takes like maybe about an hour to get down to like a mall or something like that, or like maybe 2 hours. Bro, just did he go invisible or leave? Did he just Oh, show all players to you. Hide all players for me. I don't want to see them. But no, it's like it was a little bit off, you know. Like September was a decent time. October or August was a decent time. Again, like I think I just mainly spent the whole entire time focusing on myself, you know, and really just like doing a lot of random stuff that I wanted to do. And then I think that's also when the time that my friend and I decided that we're gonna go to October. Thank God. Anyways, we're gonna go to Universal Studios, and this is what happened in October. We went the 28th or 29th. I think we went the 29th. Yeah, we went the 29th. But I remember that day so well, and I remember I had so much fun. I just remember waking up. First of all, I remember waking up and having Has Been Hotel, season 2, episode 1 and 2 available to watch. So I was like, let me watch them. And I watched them. And then I remember texting my friend, and I was like, yo, when are we gonna go? He's like, just getting ready now, you know, stuff like that. I think he picked me up around like 12 or 1 o'clock. Then we had a 3-hour drive down to Universal Studios. And so we got there, right? 3 hours later, got down to Universal Studios. And then after Universal Studios, when we got there, we were like, oh, yes. Who is Georgie? They just said live now. Oh, Georgie Bangs. Who is that? Question mark? Oh, well, that's another one. Anyways, sorry, I got like a random message on me phone and it appeared and I don't like it. He just said Georgie is live now. Like, who the hell is Georgie? Anyways, continuing on. But I remember so we got down to Universal Studios. First thing we did is immediately we watched the Chainsaw Man movie. Actually, no, first thing we did, we ate and then watched the Chainsaw Man movie. I remember, so we got down there. I, of course, went dressed as Purple Guy because Five Nights at Freddy's. Anyways, so finally, when we got to Universal Studios, we were walking on the boardwalk. I remember this woman in a like Five Nights at Freddy's cosplay looked at me, saw that I was wearing the Purple Guy, and said, "I like your cosplay." This is something my friend will always taunt me about. I said thank you, and didn't say you too. I just said thank you. And my friend was like, "Oh my goodness, you didn't even say thank, like you too." He's just like, "Thank you, I know." So he makes fun of me for this all the time, every day. But to that person, if you're watching, I am sorry. I was out of it. I think I was just too stunned to speak. I was in Universal Studios for Five Nights at Freddy's. Anyways, but I just remember like telling that woman thank you and just saying nothing else after. Like, I felt bad. I felt bad. I think I was just too stunned because I was like, listen, Freddy Fazbear is more important than women." Like, come on now. Freddy Fazbear is more important than a compliment. What's that? I've never heard of it. I've only heard of a Freddy Fazbear. But so I remember we did that happened, and then again, I think I don't know what it was that day, but people were like making fun of me left and right, or like rating my cosplays left and right. It was kind of funny because like the literally, I'm not even joking. A couple minutes later, so that was as we were going to go eat and get our tickets. So we went to go get our tickets, then we went to go eat. And as we got done eating and as we were walking down to go watch the Chainsaw Man movie, this woman, and this is one of my favorite stories that I've told to family members too, because it's just that funny. This woman looks at me, right? Looks at her friend, looks back at me, looks back at her friend, and her friend gives like a hand motion, like you know how you shake your hand like side to side. She shakes her hand side to side and kind of goes, eh. I'm like, what do you mean, eh, while looking directly at me? I'm like, what do you mean, eh? That doesn't seem like I want to really talk to you, ma'am. Because what do you mean, eh? But it was so weird to hear her say, eh. I was like, what, again, what do you mean? That's kind of rude. But it's my favorite story to tell because I just remember it happening and immediately me on the elevator, like we were on the escalator down to go watch the Chainsaw Man movie. Again, going to the theater, I was like, damn, I can't believe I just got raided. My friend's like, what do you mean? I was like, did you not just see that woman look at her friend, look back at me, look back at her friend? Like I explained it to him again, and he's just like, no, I didn't see that. So then apparently a third time happened and a fourth time where a woman or someone has like called me out and said, I like your costume or your cosplay. And I just said thank you, or I didn't acknowledge it, or I did something stupid. But again, I was there to see Freddy Fazbear. I didn't think I was there to get like, complimented or I guess bullied. But I just thought it was so funny because I was laughing so hard the whole entire time. But I just remember getting to get the cupcake. I asked the worker for the stupidest one, and he gave me the stupidest looking one. I got the pizza. It was terrible pizza. It was just so subpar quality. And then I didn't get any drinks and stuff like that, which I kind of regret not getting like the Fallout drink or something like that. I like Fallout. I'm a nerd. But it was fun. I liked it. I enjoyed going there. I enjoyed going to Universal Studios, watching the Chainsaw Man movie, and then getting to experience Halloween Horror Nights for the first time. Like it was fun. I genuinely liked it, and it was honestly one of my favorite experiences, especially having it in October the 29th. And then after that, I had a normal change of clothes in my backpack. We went to a casino. So after Halloween Horror Nights, after seeing Freddy, we said, "Want to go to a casino?" And we picked up a couple friends and we went to the casinos. I ended up walking out of there with $200 that I made from 40. Like I put $40 in and I got 200 out, which was kind of funny. Like I don't know, it was kind of funny for first time in a casino. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I think I was playing a game called Baccarat. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing and I didn't know what I was playing. I was just there, I was just there. And my friends were just like, "Yeah, we're just here. We're helping him." And I'm just like, "I don't know what I'm doing." Like, you could probably scam me so easily. Like, I'm telling this to the employee like, "Oh, don't scam me. You probably do it so easily." Like, you could scam me so easily. But he's like, "Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that to you." I'm just like, "Thank goodness, my good sir. Don't scam me, please." But yeah, it was a weird time. It was a weird time. I just remembered a lot of this year was fun, but like again, we had the ups, we had the downs. Uh, we damn straight had downs. Like my goodness, there was so many downs. There was too many for me to count. Listen, I know more than 3 is a big number, but there was a lot of downs this year, which was enough to make football. Listen, there's a lot of downs enough to make it turn over to the other side and back. So it's like, crazy stuff. But again, I think moral of the story is 2025 kind of sucked. 2026, we hope it's better. We really hope it's better. We pray that it's better, and hopefully we get it. I'm just gonna like, yeah, that's the one I'm using the skip on, and just so I don't accidentally go back to it. this is where I will stay. Because I don't want. I feel like one of these times I'm gonna walk backwards to that one. I'm gonna be like, nope, that's the end of the video. Even if I'm mid thought, that's like the end of the video. I'm not doing that again, you know. But yeah, no, I didn't really feel like I guess the moral of the story for this year was just have fun. I guess like try the most you can. Wait, on 1, 2, 3. Technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wait, hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically 6, I guess. So is it possible? I don't think so. Okay. I don't think that's possible. I think I actually have to strafe it. Anyways. But again, this year was weird. I don't know if I really enjoyed too much of it. But I genuinely had fun. I think like again, the little moments in life matter. Like even if you don't think they do, they do. Like if you stop thinking about the little things in life and you just focus on the big things, I think it's going to be a lot harder for you because you don't get to focus on the milestones that are small. You only focus on the big ones, but at the same time it's like I don't know. But now 2026 plans. Any plans for that? That's a crazy amount. I know 2026 has a decent amount of game releases. I'm personally happy for some of them. I think Silksong definitely I'm happy for. Um, I'm just waiting to see what a lot of series do, like TV shows and stuff like that. Um, and I kind of want to rebrand my channel, you know? Like I've been really thinking about like what do I really want to do? What do I need this channel for? Or what do I want to make on this channel? Cuz I've slowly been realizing if I don't keep up with the YouTube stuff, I'm not going to have the YouTube stuff to try to keep up with. If I don't do my YouTube stuffs, I can't like I if I don't do it, I can't have this as a job, you know? Like I can't do this, you know? And I would like to do this for a living. It would be fun. I genuinely think it would be fun to do this for a living, to be able to change the world just by, you know, cracking some stupid jokes about whatever, or, you know, making a story about something, you know? Or just even this, having fun, talking, recording, playing Minecraft parkour, and 20 seconds before I start recording, realize I'm still friends with my ex on Minecraft and slowly just banish her to the ear band, you know? But it's like crazy stuff. But I'm hoping in 2026 that it brings me a little bit better content, a little bit more community. Um, I'm hoping that I can get more content. I genuinely have something funny planned that is going to take so much planning, so much of everything, but I genuinely feel like it could be a funny YouTube video. It might be like a prank video too, but genuinely I think it could be funny, and it could be a genuine start to like a couple of collaborations that could get me pretty popular, I think, on YouTube, to start spreading my worldwide cheer and whatever. I genuinely think if I get the ability to let's just say take over a small town, preferably throwing it out there as you know, Toronto, Canada. I'd like to take that town over. I would like to annex it, and we can make it a different place. Or Ohio. If we can find enough people to take out Ohio, I can finally have my petition that I've started come to fruition to name Ohio. The official state name is bumfuck nowhere. Cause I think it'd be funny. Listen, that TikTok is still up on my channel. Also, I wanted to talk about TikTok. My experience trying gin was funny because it put it in my 2025 memories. Like, yeah, memory I'm never forgetting what gin tastes like. My first time drinking gin. It was so funny. But I remember posting a TikTok about that. It put a lot of things in there, and genuinely, I think I had a lot more experience I just didn't talk about, where I had like nights at like 9, 10 o'clock, shit like that, that I was outside in the freezing cold. Like, I was outside in winter time, winter weather, with just a jacket, and that's it. Like, I literally went outside with just a jacket, and it was my varsity jacket. It was a Gojo inspired varsity jacket, but I just walked out with it and said I'll be back. And I think in those moments, like those times of just being freezing cold, having that jacket just keeping me warm and just having a walk was really just something I needed for this year. Like, it was nice. It felt good. It was winter weather, so it was cold. It numbed the pain, but it was nice, you know? It was me time. It was quiet. It was calm. Nighttime, you know? And I think it was just the fact that I really got to think about what I really wanted and what I was really getting this year. Because again, this year I kind of expected not to really be that okay. I thought this year was going to go differently. Let's just say it. Like, it never. This whole entire year, the way it went was not on my 2026, 25 bingo card, you know? It wasn't on my wish list. Let's just say that. But it was genuinely just it was something. Let's just say that. This year was definitely something. Um I don't know. I guess 2026 I want to rebrand my channel. I guess really think about what I want to make, cuz I started this channel wanting to make Minecraft, and I think I started the streaming Minecraft where I was building a house, and I think that was my Minecraft start, where I built a house in Minecraft, and I was like, we're just gonna build a house, see what looks good, because I wanted to get better at building, because I had a world with my ex, and I was like, oh yeah, building a world. So I was like, I need to get better at building houses, because if we go back to my old Minecraft days, I have like houses upon houses that don't really look great, or look basic, or just aren't funny. Because usually, like, I think I built like castles and stuff like that that weren't really well furbished. I think I gave things like a goofy look to them when I was trying to make them look cool, you know. So I was like, I need to get better at building. So I started trying to get better at building, and I think I ended up getting decent, you know. And I think it was during those times of like staying up at 3 a.m. starting Minecraft, just playing games, building, really like was like, oh yeah, I kind of want to stream, and that's why I decided to stream Minecraft on the first stream of the year. And I was like, that this is the first stream of the year. But now I'm ending the last, I guess, recording of the year with Minecraft, and this is going to be the New Year's video that I'm posting. I don't think I'm going to put a thumbnail. I think it's going to do no editing, because I kind of wanted to like have a heart to heart, I guess, like no editing. You get to hear my thoughts and my words, like, without hearing any cuts being like, okay, it was definitely scripted. This is not scripted at all. It's just me talking from the heart, because again, this year genuinely was okay. I don't know how I really felt about it. It was a decent year if you really put it into like, if I can put it into like goods of the year versus bads of the year and like decide from there, I would. But I genuinely think that there was a little bit more bad than there was good, so I don't know if that's really how I'd like to rate it, because I think the good was condensed into like a couple months at a time, and then the bad was just like all spread out. So I feel like that's kind of what made it worse. Because, like, oh yeah, was January a good month? In hindsight, yes, it was, right? But, like, in foresight, fuck no. Same thing with February. Like, in hindsight, was it a good month? Yeah. In foresight, fuck no. March, was it a good month? Eh. June, was it a good month? Eh. July? Eh. You know, going through the months is just a scale of meh to meh. Or, God, don't let me do that again. Or, sorry, God, don't make me do that again. But I don't know. Again, like, I guess last word, I'm gonna start wrapping up the video. I've been playing this for 44 minutes. I would like to play some Night Rain to end off my year. I'm gonna go to bed like an old man because I have work tomorrow. I have to work the day on the new year. I have to work, and then I have to relive memories. Anyways, um, I guess last words to kind of wrap up was 2025 was decent. 2026, we just hope it's better. Um, we really hope it's better, but I guess just try find the little things in life, stick to them, no matter what it is, no matter how small you think it is. If it's just important to you, let it be important to you, and let it just be the reason you live another year. But yeah, live year after year. Fucking, I don't know. Listen, the years are great. 2026 is gonna be okay. I think if we just try, 2026 will be decent. Um, I think again, if you just try, your years can go good, depending on what you do. Like again, everyone's gonna have ups and downs, but just really depends on how you deal with them. Yeah, they can be terrible. They can be really bad, but it really depends on again how late or like I guess really it depends on like how you let it affect you. Like that's the best way I can kind of put it. Like how do you let this affect you? And if you let it affect you like the in a certain way that it's not going to be good for you. But yeah, last words that I, last words bye. See you in 2026. Happy New Year everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for dropping by, whatever you want to say. But happy New Year. We'll see you on the next one. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what it is. I don't have anything really planned, but yeah, I'm just gonna upload this video. Thank you for watching. If you did watch all this way for my ramblings, or if you did just put it on as a audio book or whatever, even if you didn't watch it, even if you won't hear these thank yous, thank you. And we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye, everyone. Hold on, let me F5 for this. Goodbye, everyone. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I might change my Minecraft skin in the coming year. I don't know. Anyways, bye, everyone. I'll see y'all on the next one in 2026. Hopefully, it will be a good year. Bye.